All right, Rob here, Boricua Sons. So I want to talk about let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six fragrances that you need to add to your collection. Some of these can be a little pricier than the others, but as I always say, if you look around, you can find them in the cheap. I got one, two. Most of these, well, four of these are going to be for the winter, and two for what's left of the summer. So stay tuned. All right, guys, if you would do me an honor and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications. That way, when I do a video, you will be the first to know. Now, I want to start with this. Anyway, well, let's just call it. This is by a house that I have two, I believe. And then I heard about this one, and this is by Nusuk. This is Gladius. Now, this is supposed to be, what is it, Azaro, an inspo of Azaro, elixir, blah, 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 the gold bottle, this one right here. There's another one running around that's supposed to be an inspo, that one as well. I believe it's by Arabia Prestige Noir Absolute, which I don't know, I don't care. But if you are familiar with that very popular leather raspberry type DNA, which some can be a little bit like, you know what I mean. But guys, with this one, man, let me tell you, man, I've been wanting to rock this one now because it just smells so good. But this is more for the winter. But with this one, you get that leather, but they amped up the citrus notes that almost wants to make you want to crank it now. Like I believe that elixir one, the citrus is more towards the bottom, which I just don't see how that will work. I mean, I could be wrong, like always, I've been wrong many times. But with that raspberry, that citrus, that tangerine, it's right there on top, front and center. But then you can also start getting those leathers, and this thing just smells absolutely killer. I don't have any doubt that this is going to perform just based on that profile and how it just hits your nose. You're like, yeah, this thing's going to kick ass. Because you know how it is with some of these that you smell them and you're like, oh, that smells awesome, but I can pretty much guarantee that it's not going to last a shit. I can tell you that this thing is going to be beastly. Not to mention the ratings are super high. Some can be a little, some of these ratings can be fake, but nonetheless, based on the other ones that I have by this house, I know this thing's gonna kick ass. So, Nusuk Gladius. Okay, now this next one I bought because the bottle is cool, the name is cool. The house, I have several that are badass, and a lot of these young punks, they diss it. They just, oh, it's too much. Oh, it's too this, it's too that. Blah, 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 blah. This is by Rayhon. This is Barrow. Now, this is obviously going to be something for the winter. I wouldn't wear this in the slightest heat, because when I got it, I smelled it, and I'm like, oh my god. This is supposed to be inspired by Caden. I have no idea what Caden smells like. Some people say baby cat. I have a dupe, not a dupe. I have a Deacon of baby cat, and I got an inspo baby cat, and to me, they're not my favorite. But, wow, this, Jesus Christ, hold on. Oh my God, just smelling that, it's like I got it in my mouth. This thing is so powerful. This is so strong. I mean, I can see why a lot of the young guys don't like this. This is man shit right here. This is for a man that wants to go in a room and just command the entire the building. If you're supposed to go to a little office, but you command the whole building. This thing is just a monster. And yeah, I'm gonna be rocking the crap out of this thing when it's cold as hell this winter. No doubt. Barrow. This house continues to, well, I guess impress me with, you know, let's just say, surprise me with their quality, how awesome these things smell, and how badass they are. This is another one by Le Falcon or Le Falcone. This is, and I have no idea how you say this, Hulude. Hulude. Now, this is how I acquired this one. This is not. I don't think it's on Fragrantica. I went into a bidding site and they had this one, and I'm like, what is that? I've never. I'm not familiar with what that is. So I go into Fragrantica while they were bidding on this. So I had to quick. I'm like, oh shit, it's not in there. What the hell is this thing? So I said to myself, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna pull the trigger because currently I have 1, 2, 3, I got like 4 by Le Falcone, which are amazing. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger on this. Screw it. And I waited, and I bid, bam, I got it. I'm like, oh shit, okay. They shipped it, got it in the mail. And guys, oof. Guys, let me tell you, I noticed some similarities to a familiar DNA. Well, when I finally started doing some research, turns out that this is an inspo of it says Creed Aventus 10th anniversary edition, Aventus Absolute 10th anniversary edition, because you can pick up that DNA. But the difference with this thing, as opposed to your standard Creed Aventus dupes, is that this one is more apple forward. Jesus, this smells freaking good. It's more apple forward versus the pineapple thing on Creed Aventus. I mean, I love that DNA. Don't get me wrong, but it's been done, at least 77 trillion times, and my dumbass has about. I got a bunch of. Never mind. We're never gonna go there. But nonetheless, this shares that DNA, but amps are the apple. And this is going to be one that I'm going to start rocking here very soon because this smells fantastic. I have no doubt on longevity on this thing. I have Muharib Hero, shares the same bottle style, same cap with that dude right there, and that thing is absolutely killer. So don't sleep on Le Falcone, because they got some killer ones, and I got one in. I ordered one last night, and hopefully it'll be here next week. So these guys know what's up. Hulude. All right, guys, we're about at the halfway point. If you are enjoying this content, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We got 3 more to talk about. 2 are very new, and 1 is fairly new. Let's start with a fairly new one because I'm sure you guys have seen this 1,000 times. I recently got it. I waited till the price went down, and yeah, this is by Armaf. This is Dunescape, or as some folks say, Dunescape. But they try and say this is an inspo of this. This is a dupe of that. This is blending this one and that one. I just know that it smells freaking amazing and it lasts a long time, which is, to me, that is very important. If you like the citrus, if you like that afternoon swim DNA, you're gonna love this. I love that DNA. Sorry. This thing lasts, and I believe this is also an extrait, if I'm not mistaken. I got the box in there somewhere. I believe it's an extrait, but nonetheless, yeah, this is. If you want to know what I think about what this reminds me of, the citrus reminds me. Yes, it does remind me of afternoon swim. And everybody says the dry down is YSL, blah blah blah. To me, it's just a masculine citrus scent that basically stays citrusy until the dry down, because it doesn't stay too far away from that citrus opening. It really doesn't. All I know is that it smells killer. If you own uh, Afternoon Swim, or if you own Afternoon Swim Deuce, because there's a lot of them, and I got 3 or 4 of them because I love that DNA. And you have, I don't know, a YSL Inspo, layer them. Probably get this. But if you are like, screw it, I want this one, then get it, because it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive now. It's been expensive for a long time because it was very popular, but now it's, I'm guessing it's because we're creeping into the winter. Obviously, it's not winter yet, but we're getting towards the end of summer. So I got it because the price went down, and I really like it. Armaf Dunescape. Okay, now this one just dropped. I think it just dropped. This is by the House of Barara. This is Rey de Reyes, and it would, I guess, just simply the orange one, because the original Rey de Reyes was the green one, which I own, and I've heard people say, "Oh, I get 6, 7 out, beautiful, blah blah blah. Citrusy is this and that." Okay, yes, it is. It's citrusy, that and then some. However, when the first time I wore the green one, and you can take this to the bank, you can go back to my videos and you'll see it, is when we flew Puerto Rico in June. I woke up that morning at 2 in the morning because we had an early flight. I woke up at 2. I applied the green one about 2:30. By the time I got the shower up, 2:30 when I applied it, skin and shirt. That evening it was 7:30. I believe it was 7:30 when I did a video of location in Puerto Rico, and I was still detecting the green one in my clothes. On my skin it was pretty much gone, but on my clothes it was still there, big time. So you're looking at 2:30 in the morning, 7:30 that evening, and you gotta realize, drove to the airport, went to the airport, got on the flight, did all that bullshit. Went to the car rental, got the car, drove to the house, did all that shit. I went to the grocery store to get some groceries for the house. That evening we went to a little sightseeing. So you get the picture of the green one. I'll leave it at that. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Now this is the one that they launched, the orange one. So I was like, oh hell. And this is another one. When it first launched, it was in the mid 100s. So I'm like, the hell no. But I was tempted. But sure enough, like the next day, it was half. That's when I pulled the trigger. Day after that, it's back to the mid 100s. Right now, I don't know what it is. It could be in the 70s again, which I think the green one is still in the 70s. Maybe it's in the 50s now. So you can get it now. If it's in the 70s, or wait, maybe it'll drop. I don't know. But this one, the good thing about this is more for the winter. This is supposed to be duping PDM's Cairo, which of course I've never smelled Cairo. But on this, I'm getting this right out of their website. You get saffron, orange, pink peppers, geranium, tonka, amber. This smells killer, but it's more for the winter. So anybody that tells you, oh, get this now, you're going to be rocking blah, blah, blah right now, no, they're full of shit. This is going to be more for the winter. But let me tell you, this thing smells really, really good. I have no doubt that this could be on a performer. I need to do a video of my Barara because I got several, and they are all killer. This is a house that you need to be looking at if you're into this. Rey de Reyes, the orange one. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to talk about in this video, this one's fairly new. I think it came out either the very beginning of this year or the end of last year. I can't remember. But this is a house, guys, that I have several by this house, and they are not spoken. I don't think people talk about them enough, because let me tell you, if you're not familiar with this house, you're missing out. This is Haramain Amber Oud Smell Dubai. Now this week, I wore this one, and also wore Aqua Dubai, which is their take on Imagination. And let me tell you, that one, it's bar none my favorite of my Imagination dupes. I have several. That's my favorite. It lasts the longest. Now I know that Versace has Cobra, which I'm not really interested in. Why? Well, because I got Aqua Dubai, which it surpasses. It lasts all day. It's fantastic. The dry down is absolutely killer. I know that what is it? Jean Lo put out Fantasme, which is another one. It performs fantastic, but overall smell and it's Aqua Dubai. Now, with this one, I didn't know anything about it because like I said, not a lot of videos about this house. A buddy of mine sent me a link about a gentleman talking about this one. Excuse me, a gentleman talking about this one. And so I did the first thing that we all do. What is this a dupe of? So I looked, and it says it's a dupe of Crete's Green Irish Tweed. Now, we're all familiar with that DNA. I have Amber Oud's Carbon Edition, which is a dupe of Green Irish Tweed. So I'm like, why in the hell is Haramain going to put out another dupe of the same thing? And that's when I'm like, you know what? Fragrantica is wrong 90% of the time here lately. I'm just going to pull the trigger. I'm going to blind buy this thing and say the hell with it. Because, like I said, all my Haramains are killer. All the ones that I own are absolutely killer. This, gentlemen, is no exception. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. Excuse me. Yeah. And this is an X-ray. So, Jesus Christ. These guys don't play. Does this smell like Green Irish Tweed? Green Irish Tweed. I can't even speak right. No. Not in the slightest. Okay. Does this remind me of Amber Oud's Carbonation? No. What do I get out of this? I get super masculine, clean green, but not fougere type green. Not none of that. None of that old man smelling crap. Midway to the dry down, it reminded me of Toy Boy, the little bear one, Shino Toy Boy. You know this one. Everybody knows this one. A lot of people diss it, probably because of the little bear. I have a bottle of it, and I think it smells fantastic. Not to mention, it lasts forever. The florals on this thing remind me of that. Not a one-to-one, don't get me wrong. But if you're masculine and you are confident, you can rock a floral. I do, so I got a few that are florals. That one being one of them, this one being another one. This thing lasted big time. This projected. It's not a room filler by any stretch of the imagination. It really is not. But it's absolutely killer. If you're, I don't want to sound like but if you're like an alpha male and you're confident and you will rock a floral and you don't care, this right here. This is clean floral awesomeness. Haramain, and forget the name. The name is kind of silly. Smell Dubai. I don't know why the hell I thought of that, but nonetheless, it smells killer. Come on. Well, guys, that's it for now. We'll be talking more this weekend. I wanted to bring these out and give you some ideas as to what you should be looking at, and if you have any in your cart and you're deciding, that thing says buy now. Do it now. Fuck it. You know, like one that I ordered last night. I was sitting there debating. I'm like, I said, what the hell? You only live once. Bam. So we'll be talking more about that one and in the days to come. So, till next time. Later.